What's up, guys? My name is Seth Spartan, and I'm a nutrition, training, and hormone expert for Prometheus HRT, Testosterone and Hormone Replacement Clinic. Let me tell you a little bit more about me. When I was in high school, I got into lifting weights, and when I was 16 years old, I could bench press 350 pounds. I got into powerlifting after that, won a bunch of stuff, and by the time I was 19, I was able to bench press 410 pounds, squat 550, and deadlift 600. After that, I switched to bodybuilding because I wanted to get paid to do what I love, and I thought I could be great. I won the Teenage Mr. Wisconsin at 19, and after that, I thought I could be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I was being delusional, but being pushed by the older bodybuilders didn't help. In my early 20s, I pulled the trigger and got completely juiced out. This was pharmaceutical grade with a prescription, so there was zero doubt of the quality I was using. I got absolutely jacked, and that's when these pictures were taken. At my biggest, I hit 260 pounds with visible abs. For reference, my height is 5'10 and a half on the dot. I felt invincible for these 2 years. That is, until I had heart problems. High amounts of testosterone or anabolic steroids will hypertrophy your muscles, but they will also hypertrophy your heart, which is a muscle. When the heart walls get too thick, your heart can't pump blood out efficiently anymore. This is what kills all the bodybuilders and athletes every single time. And this is what happened to me. I got heart dysfunction from my heart being too big and too thick. God then hit me over the head with a hammer, and I stopped everything, not just the drugs. I stopped my nutrition, my training as well, everything. I just did cardio. This is what I looked like a couple years later. Just a regular athletic dude. I got my heart scanned again with the same echocardiogram I got the first time, which diagnosed my heart issues before. And this time, everything went back to normal and was great. Praise God. Sometimes the heart doesn't go back to normal, unfortunately. I wasn't sure if I would ever bodybuild again, but after being reached out to by a testosterone replacement clinic and signing with them, I started the trek upwards again. This time to see what was possible on testosterone and HGH replacement. How far could I take it? I traveled the country competing. Then I wanted to see how big and strong I could get. 405 bench press for reps, 635 incline bench press for reps, and a 500-pound squat for a whopping 12 reps with sleeves. Yeah, I think I hit close to my peak with that. I didn't feel like getting fat to be able to move even more weight. So now this leads us to our current conquest and adventure, aesthetics. Jack Frank Zane sounds good to me. The goal of my channel, public speaking events, and when I talk to people in the gym is this: stop using anabolic steroids. There are severe health consequences. Stay natural or do testosterone and HGH replacement. We are currently living in a real-life steroid epidemic. Now let's have fun, guys, and get into the video. I am Seth Spartan. What's up, guys? Seth Spartan here. Nutrition, training, boom, and hormone expert for Prometheus HRT, Testosterone and Hormone Replacement Clinic. Guys, what do you need to know about DHB, dihydroboldenone, in just 3 minutes? And if I can't do it in 3, we'll do it in 5. What do you guys need to know? And guys, check out my other videos on DHB. I have quite a few where I've laid out everything bang, 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 step by step, giving you guys the best information. But for time's sake, and for those of you with short attention spans, or as I call them, the TikTok attention spans, we'll keep this short and sweet. So DHB, what you need to know. Roll the timer in 3, 2, 1, here we go. DHB, also known as dihydroboldenone, anabolic to androgenic rating or ratio of 200 to 100. What does this mean? This means just on paper, guess what? DHB, dihydroboldenone, is extremely anabolic, double than testosterone milligram per milligram, while keeping the same androgenic effects. I want to tell you guys straight off the bat, for those that are wondering, we'll talk about pros then cons, and there's a one heavy-handed con why I don't recommend DHB, even though the pros are frankly out of this world when compared to other anabolic steroids. Again, stick around for this one big con. So DHB is the best anabolic steroid in existence for size, for muscle building, for strength, for performance, for hardening, leanness, fat burning, everything. Now, what do you need to know with DHB? Post-injection pain. The molecule DHB is just extremely hard to not only bring into solution, but also it's extremely irritable to the skin and other tissues in the human body. So in terms of intramuscular injections, DHB is extremely painful. Again, check your legality before you even consider using this compound. But in terms of DHB, guys, I can tell you this. For building muscle, nothing compares. The anabolic androgenic rating or ratio is completely, guys, wrong with this. DHB is much more powerful as a mass builder than 200, 100. Not only that, it's kind of like with halo testing. If you guys, I'm going in circles a little bit, but stick with me, guys. You guys know how halo testing, the anabolic androgenic rating or ratio is terribly miscalculated in terms of real world application, right? The halo testing, we find that doesn't play out in a real world like it does on paper. The same exact thing with DHB. This compound, guys, is way more anabolic than a 200. So for building muscle, for sheer mass building, nothing compares to DHB on this planet, okay? I can tell you that. In terms of strength, crazy strength gains, nothing compares with it except maybe trenbolone. Again, I'm not advocating for use here. I'm laying out the facts. The third thing, fat loss and also a hardening agent. DHB, you know, you could take this compound 3 days later, people are talking to you and asking you what in the world is going on. Okay, this is real, okay? Now, let's spin off from the sides and talk about the huge con with DHB. The huge problem with DHB is not one that's to DHB alone, but is greatly, it is more profound and stronger in terms of this negative con. We're talking about hypertrophying of the heart, also known as heart wall thickening, guys. When you take anabolic steroids, and I've said this before, when you take anabolic steroids, your muscles will, guess what? Your muscles will hypertrophy. That's absolutely a given. But what's also going to hypertrophy is your heart, and this leads to heart dysfunction, a weaker heart because your heart isn't as flexible, can't pump as much blood out each beat. This is what I got from high amounts of testosterone, even before I, went crazy with anything. But what you really got to know is that just, how powerful of a compound DHB is on the outside, you're going to have these effects also on the inside in terms of the heart. So in terms of heart wall thickening, in terms of heart hypertrophy, DHB is going to be probably the worst, right next to trenbolone for this effect. Guys, Seth Spartan, stay safe, stay healthy. That's pretty much it on DHB. Comment below, keep your questions coming. And I think that's pretty much it for this video. We knocked her out in just a few minutes. Seth Spartan, and we're out of here. Kaboom. That's it, guys.